Okay, this is genuinely one of my most anticipated album / mixtape releases of the year. This is Piri and Tommy Villiers, aka Piri and Tommy, with FROGE.MP3. Like a lot of people, and I imagine it's very, very intentional, I discovered these guys through TikTok. I heard a snippet of Beachin, maybe like 5 or 6 months back now, and I was like, oh my god, this is just such a vibe. This is such a fun song. Went and heard Soft Spot, which was like the really, really big one. Heard Words, absolute banger. On and On recently dropped. Everything they've dropped for me so far has been absolute heat. I actually went to see them live in Shoreditch a couple of months ago. I'm hoping to be able to see them in London again next month. So yeah, I'm all in with these guys. Anyway, Piri and Tommy, FROGE.MP3. First song is Silver Lining. Some like fucking creepy Kid A chords. I think I heard a tiny snippet of this. I couldn't help myself. What I like so much about what they do, the kind of shit they do, is that like a lot of artists that make this kind of music, is you can hear all the influence from different styles of dance music. There's some garage in there. There's some D&B in there. There's shit like that, but it doesn't sound like anything else. Even though it's like, oh yeah, that's clearly like a garage song. It feels new, and that's what I love. Running out of time, yes! All the songs they've dropped so far are instantly catchy as well. Absolute heat, absolute heat. I've never heard Piri sing that quickly before, but I fuck with it. Okay, next song is one of the singles that dropped already, On and On. I've been rinsing it. We'll play a bit of it because I love it. The thing with me is, it's like, it feels like it's the kind of music that, like, you can hear this, you can play this at a house party, and I think it will go off. It will get people on their feet. It's light, it's fun. But also, like, I could sit and literally with my drink and just completely zone out to it. And I think it's rare to have, like, songs that can do both at the same time. I love the quality and tone of the voice as well. Yeah, that song is absolute heat. It went off live as well. Okay, next song, again, one of the singles. So we've had 4 singles that dropped so far? Yeah. This is another one of the singles. This is like the one that's been streamed the most. I know this one popped off on TikTok a lot. This is Soft Spot. I can't help it. You're in my soft spot. My heart loves it. I think the thing also because not a lot of people like to give props to the people behind the scenes, but Tommy Villiers, crazy producer from what I've heard so far. But with like Piri's voice, what I think is really rare as well is that, like, it's very soft. It's very easy on the ears, but it's still super distinctive. And I'm not comparing them in terms of like the way they sound like, but someone like Beth Gibbons from Portishead has that comment, and I know they make completely different music, but like it's real soft and it's real, like, it's almost quiet, like you have to lean in to hear it. But it's so distinctive and it's so unique. As soon as it hits your ears, you instantly recognize who it is. Okay, so we'll go on to the next one because, again, On and On and Soft Spot have dropped already. This next one is called Settle. Ooh. Ooh. This is a proper throwback. This is reminding me of the song from my childhood, like literally like from like 2002. What is that fucking song? I'm getting a little tiny with broken promises, looking at your promises, different numbers. Yeah, 3LW. The vocal quality, with the super turned up auto tune. It's really, really reminding me of this, and maybe because when I was a kid, like I was hearing this song alongside like UK garage, and like I think those memories are just smashing together right now. This is super dreamlike. love that guitar. That's harsh. That's harsh. But that's also fire. That was heat. I had no doubts about this. I literally have no doubts that this is going to be great. As I said, next track, one of the singers that dropped again, Words, absolute heat. We're going to play it.
I know you're not the best with words, but you need to think before you speak.
This is the kind of song that I am 99.9% sure was written at some stage of the various COVID lockdowns. It's the kind of thing where like just the smallest spark can ignite this like massive argument. It's not even what you say, it's how you fucking say it. I need to be out on a night out to hear this. Yeah, again, I've been rinsing all the singles, so yeah, I love that song. Next song is called Slowly But Surely. Oh, this sounds a bit more dramatic. This is strange. This is confusing me in a really, really good way because like the synth pads is just making me want to just exist in slow motion. But of course, like the rapid pace percussion is making me want to just... I don't know what to feel. This is such like a sweet song. Oh, it's slowed down. I fuck with that hook a lot. Like the more I hear it, the more I'm into it. I think you're falling in love. That felt like the most dream ethereal like so far. Maybe because of like the contrast between the instruments and the percussion. But again, absolute heat. Okay, next song we have up is Say It. So sticky. I don't wanna say I just kiss you, boy. This is really, really, really throwing me back to when I was a kid. And you know, a lot of people like to compare Piri and Tommy's sound to Pink Pantheress over there, another amazing artist as well. And you can kind of see it, but once you look past the surface, there's not that much that's similar apart from like core sounds. Like, yes, they both use D&B garage influences, and they have that quiet but angelic voice. But if you look at the structure of the songs and the songwriting themselves and the lyrics, they're very, very different. Piri's lyrics and songwriting style is much more, I think, like heavenly and ethereal and a bit more like day-to-day, kind of more grounded in reality. And Pink Pantheress' writing style is, I think, a bit darker, like with a surreal, almost violent edge, but it's self-aware. And I'm not saying one writing style is better than the other. I'm just saying that there is a clear distinction between these two artists. Just because you hear some D&B drums, it's like they're the same person. I don't wanna say it, I just kiss you, boy. What do you want? I'm still waiting for a dead song. I'm still waiting. We're over halfway through and there has not been a single miss so far. Next song is Can We? Can we have a dead song, please, just to shake it up? It sounds janky. Those this sounds like their version of like if Pharrell made like a UK dance tune. I don't know what that instrument is, but it's fucking hitting. I really like the way they're using auto-tune in the voice as well. How can you not have fun? How can you not have fun listening to this? I don't understand. That was strange. That was strange, but I think I fucked with it. Okay, next song is Easy. Okay, this is proper two-step garage. Ooh! And they know exactly when to like let shit breathe as well. I love it. That was absolute heat. That might be one of my favorites. So they've all been fire, but that one felt special. Maybe it's just again appealing to my childhood. Like it's the kind of sounds that I grew up listening to. That was heat. Okay, the next song is Player 2. Sounds like funk. This feels like Sophie Ellis-Bextor. Are we getting vocals from Tommy? Oh, it's Player 2! It's interesting that, you know, we've got it from like his perspective as now because, you know, specifically words, you know, where you know, she's quite openly discussing, you know, some of the turbulent times they've had in their relationship, and now I like the fact that like he gets not his little because you know he's half of this project, but he gets his moment to bring the other side to the table. I can understand you. Why do we think the same? Just trying to make it work. Get Sophie Ellis-Bextor as a feature on this. She treat me like I'm Player 2. I should do background vocals as well. Yeah, you treat me like I'm Player 2. I wasn't expecting to hear vocals from Tommy, but I think it was a pleasant surprise. Okay, the penultimate song. I'm going to play this in full, even though I've heard it already many times. For me, definitely in my top 5 favourite songs of the year, like without a doubt, Beachin. Also with one of the hardest bars of 2022 towards the end. I can't get enough of your sweetness. Whoa, I'ma take my baby to the ocean. I'ma take my baby down. Whoa, I'ma take my baby to the ocean. You see what I said about it's just such a sweet song. It could be too sweet, but it's not. Watch these bars, bro. She spit. I see it, boy, I am hypnotized. Can't believe my eyes. What a life, bring me back inside. Piri for the night. I got him busting, he making some mayo. Bars. But I got him busting, he's making some mayo. Pusha T, Kendrick. Where are you? Yeah, Beachin, without a fucking doubt, one of my favourite songs of the year. Maybe the song I have rinsed the most throughout 2022. Okay, we've got to the final song already. Already? Jesus Christ, that was brief. Okay, final song is called Sunlight. This feels like closing credits already. Ooh! It's like she's in a church. Ooh, even better. This shit is actually beautiful. I don't know if I'm going crazy, but it feels like disco-y, like funk type. Are you hearing the fucking vocal lyrics? It's fucking choral. It's literally choral. Was genuinely beautiful, that last song. Okay, so that's Frog FROGE. I don't know how they want me to pronounce it. I'm just going to call it FROGE. That's FROGE? That's FROGE.MP3. The 4 singles that dropped, I've loved them. I've loved them all a lot, particularly Beaching, like I said, one of my favourite tracks of the year. You know, this is their first full-length project, and it has the distinct sound. Like, you hear it, it's like, oh, that's a Piri and Tommy song, but, you know, they were dipping their toes into some other things, some things that were slower, experimenting with different vocal types and using auto-tune and using, like, choral arrangements towards the end. I fuck with that shit. Especially for a first project as well, like... I don't know if they're planning on, with later releases, bringing in more collaborators, whether that's vocally or production-wise. I think right now they don't need to. I think what they have going on is really, really good. I love it, in fact. I don't know, but I'm just super excited to see what they'll do with like an even bigger budget and a bigger audience as well. But yeah, I love the, the explorations of drum and bass and garage and dance and pop and shit like that. I had no doubt, like, I'm not gonna lie, I had no doubt that I would fuck with this, and I do fuck with it very, very heavy. I'm going to rinse the whole thing as soon as possible again. Yeah, those are my thoughts on this new Piri and Tommy project. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. Make sure to like, subscribe, dong the bell, and I will see you next time.